truth is that there is actually no excuse for bad leadership. Because poverty is by design, poverty is man-made. And these leaders know what they are doing. For a leader to remain a puppet, leaders that will rather please the Western powers instead of listening to their own citizens, I think these leaders should not be tolerated any longer in Africa, to be honest. That's why, because some of them don't even care about Africans, to be honest. They only care about the Western powers. What would the Western powers say? They're always afraid of the Western powers instead to do the right thing for their citizens. That's why so many of them stay many years in the office. So many of them spend 50 years in the office, more than and just leave the leadership for their children without any tangible achievement. They don't care if the citizens are even living up to standard of life. This is wrong and will not be tolerated in Africa. This has been happening for so long, and Africa these puppet leaders, there should be a way that we can take them out, we can get them out of the office. Now, I want you to listen to this. I'll be right back.
So Togo should be next. There cannot be any justification for Nyasingbe to continue to be in power under the watch of ECOWAS. Look, I think that ECOWAS has tolerated the situation of Togo much too much. You know what they did? In 2005, when Nyasingbe Eyadema died, they quickly installed Nyasingbe as president. Then it took Kufuor and Obasanjo to say, no, you cannot do that. They organize symbolic elections. If you go to places like Sakode, Buffalo, Mango, no ballot, nobody came there in 2005. They declared elections from those places and said that Nyasingbe had won the elections. Nobody went there, no electoral officer went into those communities, and elections were declared. In 2005, up to date, Nyasingbe is still president of Togo, taking over from his father and probably grooming his children to come and take over from him. How do you tolerate such situation when ECOWAS is sitting down and not talking? African Union is comfortable with such situations. Go to Equatorial Guinea. The president has appointed his son as vice president, to which the son is the higher apparent, is the successor. The African Union is happy about that. You know the son. The son is the one that will go and jerry or curly the hair, right? And be in the nightclubs, just as Umar, was it Ali Bongo, was a rock star.
A rock star, yeah.
You understand? Messing up. You go and say that is the vice president. So the president and the vice president comes from the same bed. Not the same room, the same bed. We sat here. Macky Sall is engaged in madness. Macky Sall is engaged in madness.
Yeah. Senegal. Yeah.
You want to run for a third term, the opposition says no. You go around and use the judiciary to intimidate the judiciary so much that you say Osman Sonko had gone to rape a lady. You went to court, you could not prove it. And the court turned around to say that Osman Sonko's actions were corrupting the youth, for which reason he must go to jail for 2 years. By the time he comes out of jail, the elections for which he was going to contest is over. That is not madness. The African Union cannot talk about Senegal. The ECOWAS cannot talk about Senegal. Then you have Alassane Ouattara. Another mad one there. Who came and said, look, his term, 2 terms had ended. Then he anointed people. Anytime he anointed and said, you are going to be my successor, why may you die?
The person dies.
Somehow, about 3 people that he anointed.
Then he will come back.
All of them died. Anytime he said, oh, you will succeed me. If it's this person, I will not contest. Then the person will die. The final one was, what's the name of this man? Koulibaly.
Koulibaly died mysteriously.
Koulibaly just woke up from the office. He couldn't get home. He died. Then after Koulibaly's death, the man said, I'm going to contest again. So can we say that you killed all those people that you claimed that they were going to succeed you? So that you can come back? And today, he got a third term. And all our presidents, in fact, Ghana's president went there to go and issue felicitations to congratulate him. That is madness. That is coup d'etat on the people of Cote d'Ivoire. As for Paul Biya, the least said about it, the man doesn't stay in Cameroon. Yeah. He's in Switzerland. He comes to Cameroon on National Day. He comes to Cameroon on Elections Day. And when he's coming, he cannot walk. They carry him. And then he will sit down with his grandchildren. Then they say, go and vote. He votes. When he finishes, they will carry him back to Switzerland while the elections are being counted. When the elections are declared, they bring him back to come and say he is sworn in as president. The African Union wants to be relevant in the face of all this kind of madness that is going on among African leaders. And these African leaders will have the temerity to come and sit at the AU and be talking.
Museveni thing.
I am tired. It's okay.
Oh, I feel his pain, to be honest. I feel his pain. There is no a concerned Africa right now. There's no concerned African that is not feeling the pain of what the people of Africa are going through because of bad leadership. Honestly, the ones that annoy me the most is the president of Cameroon. This man barely walk. This man barely even do anything for himself. But he's leading millions of people. I wonder how is that possible under the EC0WAS and AU watch. I told you guys that this EC0WAS that we are seeing here, this EC0WAS, these puppet group, I don't even know what they are called. They are just there. They have no functional value. To be honest, I feel this man pain. No matter this video is old, but it's still relevant today because the same thing is still happening. He talked about what happened in Senegal. And we all know how he went through before they get it like it was almost war. It was almost war. Leadership in Africa is something else. It is something else and something must be done. Because even this EC0WAS that we are hoping on that maybe they can bring a change in Africa, there is no way they can't bring it. They can't bring change in Africa. They can't. If not coup. If not coup. If not that Burkina Faso, Niger and Mali has taken this cause by their hands, you see that Africa has no future again in this generation, no hero in this generation. I really feel his pain. I really feel it. Because I'm seeing it. I have been seeing it for years. The more you keep on, let me ignore this, but the more it visits you, the more the pain visits you, one way or the other. Because you cannot live well when there is bad leadership. You cannot live well when things are not going well in your country. How will somebody wake up and say, I'm only afraid of what the Western powers will say? Because to be honest, these leaders are only afraid of the Western powers. That's why they only care not to be disgraced by the Western powers instead of their own people. As far as they are doing and pleasing the Western people, they are pleasing the Western government, they don't care about other people. These puppets, leaders, they must go. They must go. There must be a way that we should be campaigning about this leadership that refuse to go. You are not doing anything tangible in the office, but you are there punishing your citizens. In every bad leadership in any country, the citizens suffers it. There are people that are living and all are living for it. I feel his pain, and I believe that you've watched the video yourself to understand what he's saying. Though the video is old, but it's still relevant to today, right? And I would love to hear your opinion of what you think about this. Now, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.